get started because they gave me only a few minutes. I have to rush. Before I talk about Atomy compensation plan, I have to talk about capitalism. Capitalism is the most advanced, I think, system for people. That's how I can define. But the problem is, it gives you great system, but the rich gets richer. Can you get it? Can you understand? Right? The poor gets poorer, and the gap is bigger and bigger. Right? The rich and the poor is getting bigger and bigger, and there's no safe zone. That's the problem. And as the economy grows, the middle class is coming down to the low class. Can you agree with that?
Yeah.
Yes. The more the big companies, they develop with a better technology, and that gets rid of these people who work for the company. You know, I just saw the news from the hotel that I was changing my clothing. The Uber says no driver Uber. You know what I'm saying? They're creating more and more. They started from Pittsburgh right now, but they're expanding to more cities. Right now, about 50 million people are using Uber. Every single day, they have 5 million Ubers driving every day. So even if they make only $1 from each Uber transaction, they make $5 million every single day. I know they make more money than only $1 from each transaction, right? I think they making like 30% of the whole transaction. So they making millions and millions of dollars every single day. And by doing it, do they create a lot of jobs? No. They are getting rid of the taxi drivers. They are getting rid of a lot of people's jobs. That's the problem. So capitalism is this. The big fish, like Uber, like Walmart. There's no Walmart in Manhattan. Did you know that? Right? If Walmart goes into Manhattan, a lot of people will be bankrupt. So there's no Walmart in Manhattan. So the big fish is catching up all the small fishes right now. So what we're doing is we are making our own circle, creating our own buying power. That's what we call masterism. This is a combined word of math and capitalism. So all of us has a everyday life, and we have to buy something, right? And we are buying these products from the big companies by making the big guys making richer and richer, and nothing comes back to us. So we have to create our own circle to circulate in our circulate the money among us. So this is new capitalism. So we become bigger fish than theirs, and we keep our profit inside us. So making us to be successful. So by doing it, we have to create a network marketing. Usually people say multi-level marketing. So what is the network marketing? It's same word as a prosumer. You're not just consumer anymore. You're producing something. So by consuming it, so we call it prosumer. That's combined word of a producer and consumer. And you have to make your own consumer group. So you're not just end user. You are creating end users under you, an end user group under you. So by doing it, you can make a passive income. So what's the problem with the network marketing so far? They have a good quality, they say, but their price is really expensive. And they have to do certain amount of money every single month, and they have to do certain amount of money every single year as an annual fee. And they pay a lot of money for the top people, and they pay really, really little money for the bottom people. That was the problem with the network marketing. So why is Atomy is different? Atomy has a top quality, not just good quality, top quality, but the price is little, affordable. And if you compare, ours is much better. And no obligation whatsoever. $0 obligation per month, and no annual fee. And we pay a lot of good amount of money for the top people, and we pay still good amount of money for the bottom people also. So that's Atomy. Traditionally, you are working for a company or you're doing a small business in your town, whatever you're doing, and traditionally, you are limited in your resources. You're limited in your region, and you're limited with the time. You cannot do business over more than 24 hours. And you cannot do the business on other town, right? And you have a limited resource. So your income is limited. But if you're doing network marketing, we have 3 different ways to market your own consumer group. See, this is a breakaway. You could sign up as many people as you want by making a direct consumer right under you. And you need a lot of people to make you to be successful. So they create a matrix system. You could sign up only 3 people, and they could sign up 3 people too, like that. But binary system, if you look at it, this is the most efficient way to make your group, consumer group, and make more people to be successful with a limited resource. So Atomy is like that. You just try the product. If you like it, you talk to people, and if they like it, they will talk about it too. And this is not limited to your region, and not limited to your time, not limited in countries. You are going everywhere in the world. So my business is all of these countries already. I've never been to these countries. I've been doing this business only in America, but my business is going all over the world right now. So that's Atomy way. You could just talk to people, and if they like it, they become consumer. And if they want to, they could become a partner to be successful together with you, if they want to. So what's the requirement? Do you need a special skill? No. Do you need a lot of money to invest? No. Only thing you have to do is you have to be older than 18 years old. That's it. Anybody not qualified yet? So Atomy's income is this. It's from Mastegy. Another words that we created, the CEO created. Masterism and Mastegy. Mastegy is combined word of mass and prestige. Mass means public people, and prestige is top quality. The only few people can afford it, right? So Mastegy means the top quality product for the public people like us. That's Mastegy. So because of that, people keep buying again and again. If you create this consumer group, you will be getting this kind of income over and over. So that gives you residual income. Same word as passive income. All right? And we not just stop there. All right? We create group success. Mr. Hyun and we are in Royal Leaders Club makes over $200,000 a year. And there's a lot of people making $500,000, $600,000 a year right now in this company. But can we just go after our success? No. We are going to travel all around the world and help people to be like us, so that you could be free from money. So we are pursuing group success. That's Atomy culture. So you have to promise me one thing today. When you make a success, would you like to help other people also, like we are doing right now?
Yes.
Is that a promise?
Yes.
Yes.
Would you like to do it?
Yes.
Yes. That's our Atomy. So Atomy, just like our J-Pop explained about our products, we have top absolute quality, absolute price. Amazing quality, but amazing price. Absolute competitiveness. No one can compete with us because we have the top quality with a good price. If we compare, we know ours is much better. I know consumer will choose Atomy for their future use. Global sourcing, global distribution. We're not just selling Korean products anymore. We are selling products from Taiwan, we are selling products from USA, we are selling products from all over the world to all over the world. So we're not just making Korea to be richer and richer, but we making each individual countries to be richer and richer by selling their products also. Everything through Atomy. Right now we are selling few products, but we are selling more and more products, and in the future, whatever you could imagine, we'll be selling. What would you like to sell? House, of course. We'll be selling houses by giving the services through online. We don't need an agent anymore. Do you know there's an app you could install in your smartphone? Now, if you turn it on the app and if you drive along the street, it shows the price of the streets around you, real time. And you choose the house you want to view. That's the only time maybe you need an agent. Otherwise, the computer does everything. In the future, there's no agents necessary. You know what I'm talking about. So all the products that we are carrying is daily necessity products. You need to use these products anyway if you want to make a living. Since you're born until you die. Doesn't matter you're rich or poor. Can you say, hey, I'm having a financial difficulty, so let's not brush our teeth for 1 month. Can we do that?
No.
Let's not take a shower for 1 month. Can we do that? No. Hey, we have a financial problem, man. Can we not take a shower for 1 month, please?
No.
Can they say yes?
No.
No way. I have to take a shower. I have to take my teeth, right? Daily necessity. No matter what situation they're in, they have to use these products. And Atomy is giving the top quality with the top price. But sharing the profit, this is regular. The organization look like triangle. If people see triangle, they are afraid of it. Why? They automatically imagine pyramid scheme. But in fact, everything is triangle. One boss, many employees, right? Everything is triangle. In fact, triangle is most stable structure, all right? But when they're creating the profit and sharing the profit, the top people takes the most of the money, and the people on the bottom, they take little amount of money, and they have to share among themselves. In other network marketing, the 1% of people on the top, they take 90% of the money. And 90% of the people on the bottom, they have to share 1% of money. That's what they're doing. And if the company grows, the money, more money will end up to the top people. Not much will go to the bottom people. But in Atomy, we are different. It's similar, but we created something called ceiling. So once you reach the ceiling, your income is limited. That's it. Once you start making about $50,000 a month, that's it. You can't make more money. But even though you reach the ceiling, your group will grow. That means you have more volume. So what happened to the volume? Because it doesn't affect your income, it goes to the bottom people like this by creating larger commission pool. So if you grow your group, you're not taking money from that grown volume, but you're helping the bottom people. So if the company gets bigger, like this, like that, it just gets wider and wider and wider. So as time passes by, the more people will end up on the ceiling. So once you reach the ceiling, your income doesn't grow, even though your group grows, right? So you help others to be on the top. You help others and help more people. Because $50,000 a month, that's good amount of money for decent life, isn't it?
Yes.
Can you make a good living with the $50,000 keep coming to your bank account?
Yes.
Or why not, right? Some people say, Jason, even if I got $5,000 keep coming to my bank account, I love it. They say like that. I say, why? Dream big, only $5,000? They say, I could fire my boss. I'm going to keep my job. If you don't have to work for somebody else, and the money keep coming to your bank account automatically, that's really amazing. That's really, really different life. Okay? So everyone starts from $70 once a while, but they make $50,000 every single month in the future. So we are creating many small riches who makes $50,000 a month. Not super rich. If you want to be super rich, there's a company called Am Something on the Way, or Some Skin. Many companies out there, but it's so hard to make a success in that companies. And once you sign up people, please go deep, deep, deep like that. Because your level is not limited. You could override whatever level you put it on. Just keep going on like this, okay? Don't be like that. Alright? This is like you're spinning many dishes at the same time. Our goal is to reduce all the unnecessary work that you have to do. Okay? And this is an example of people are using every month. Only subset. But by using this much products, you are producing already 100,000 PB in a month by spending about $400. That's regular spending from ordinary household. So how do you make money? Let's make your first commission. You have to become member first, and then you reach 300,000 PB once in your lifetime. That's once in your lifetime. Then you are qualified for the rest of your life. And then, if you sign up people on your left and on your right, if their accumulated group PB is over 300,000 PB on your left side, on your right side, same thing, then you make about $70. Okay? That'll be your first check, but there's no time limit. You could take a month, 2 months, 6 months. It's up to you. But you want to make it in $7 in 6 months, or you want to make it $70 in 2 weeks or every day? Shorter the better, right? So how to make it shorter? Instead of taking 2 months or 3 months, 6 months. How to do it? Add more consumers under you. On your left, on your right. By doing it, once you reach about 50 families in each side who's spending more than 100,000 PB in each month, then you become oral sales master. Oral sales master is making about $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month is doesn't sound a lot of money, right? Is it? Not much, right? But if you go to Taiwan, you have to graduate university and then you have to work for a company like at least 6 or 7 years. Then you could be making about $2,000 a month. But in Atomy, you could achieve auto sales master and you could be making $2,000 in 2 years, 3 years. It's up to you. Or some people achieve it in 1 month. Okay. But if you want to make a same passive income or residual income from Atomy, from bank, you have to have around $2 million cash in your bank account. Can you do that? I don't think so. Or if you want to make a residual income from an insurance company, you have to put $2,000 for 13 years from now. Do you have 13 years? $2,000 every single month for 13 years, and then you have to wait another 7 years, and then you could start collecting $2,000 in 20 years. Do you want to wait 20 years to make $2,000? I don't think so. If you start Atomy now, maybe 5 years or 6 years later, you'll be making $10,000 or $20,000 every single month already. So there's other cases that you could be making residual income. But in Atomy, the beauty of Atomy is you don't have to do this alone. Once you find one person who wants to do the business together and another person on your right side, you build the business together like this, like that. This is all about teamwork, not just your work. That's why we call network. Okay? This is Atomy income curve. So in the beginning, it seems to be really slow. Maybe it takes 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Doesn't seem to be making any difference. But it starts to come up like that. So someday you'll be making about $2,000 a month. That's what we call tipping point. Once you start making $2,000 a month, it starts to go up. So even though it looks like a zero, you're making more than zero. Maybe a couple $100, more than $1,000 like that. But someday you'll be making $2,000 a month. Then you'll be making Diamond Master about $4,000 a month, and Charles Master about $10,000 a month. Star Master about $20,000 a month. It just keep going up and up, right? And World Master, Crown Master, Imperial Master. Someday you'll be on the top. Once you reach the top, you saturating. You're not making more money. So, what's the total time from 0 to here? How long do you think it? 10 years? That's good. 10 years, if you want to do it in 10 years, that's good. Because if you keep doing what you're doing for 10 years, 10 years later, what's going to happen? If you keep doing the same thing you're doing now? Nothing. Maybe worse. But if you start doing Atomy, and it start go up someday, like this. Alright? So, I show you the addition and multiplication. The difference between addition and multiplication. It goes like this. This is addition, this is multiplication. So if you add 1 plus 1, 1 plus 3, 1 plus, no, 1.3 plus 1.3, what is that? 2.6. Right? But if you multiply 1.3 times 1.3, what is that? 1.69. So if you keep adding 1.3, 1.3, 1.3, then it goes like this. But if you keep multiplying 1.3, 1.3, 1.3, it's like this. But from certain moment, it starts kicking up, it goes skyrocketing. But if you keep adding, you just keep going like this. And your expenses is always like that. So you're never going to be rich if you keep adding and adding. You have to do something like Atomy, which is multiplying. So that's why, like our CEO said, duplication is really important. And thankfulness, you always be thankful. If you don't feel thankfulness, you cannot be succeeding in Atomy. You have to thank to your sponsor for giving you this opportunity. And you have to thank the company for giving you this wonderful product. You have to thank the company for giving you this wonderful system to make you to be successful. Always be thankful. Then no one can stop you doing this business. Because you are always thankful. Even though they refuse you, you still be thankful because they're not in right timing. It's amazing how people think 4 years is a long time to succeed in a business, but they think it's alright to stay broke for 40 years by working for somebody else. Do you agree with that? So get started with your own business with Atomy. And that's our successful people. That's me and my wife. We became a Star Master for the first time from USA. But usually the ladies keeping the cash. This is $50,000. And that's $300,000 bonus for her. And these are the people who made to Leaders Club or Royal Leaders Club. They have a 300 Leaders Club who's making over $100,000 every single year. And that's residual income. They don't have to work to make that money. It just keeps coming. And we have more than 120 people who makes over $200,000 in this company in such a short period of time. So who says Atomy is not making money? Atomy produces a lot of people who makes a lot of money. And in the United States, we have 2 people, there's Terry Son, Star Master, and Susan Chan, Sharon Master. They are in Leaders Club. And me and my wife, we are in Royal Leaders Club from USA. And it's going to have more and more Leaders Club and Royal Leaders Club from USA too. So in Atomy, like I said in the beginning, you're not just making money, but you're getting your time back, and you're making friends, and you're healthy, wealthy, traveling all over the world. It's amazing life. You're not just making rich life, you're having a wealthy life. Thank you very much.